back to my channel. My name is Laura. I'm still waiting for my kids. Yes, I'm doing a lot of videos. So anyway, this video is going to be my 5 auto by authors after Booktube. So I started my Booktube channel in 2014. So I have found 5 authors that I really enjoy, and they are auto buys for me. So I'm going to go through them. So some of them, I think that some of them are adult. So let me just go through it. Okay, the very first author is a author that a lot of people don't like. She writes problematic books, and she is new adult, so there are sexy times in these books. The author that is my auto buy author is Colleen Hoover. A lot of people don't like her because of the problematic issues that she writes about. However, I love her books because they are page turners for me, and I like the problematic books, and it keeps me reading. So I have found that all of her books, I have found that she always puts a surprise twist in her books that I never see coming, and I haven't found an author recently that does that. So yeah, I really like the romance in the books. I really like the problematic. It gets me to read. I read it from cover to cover. I haven't found any book that I DNF by her. I really like her books, so I have collected all of her books. I think I've read almost everything that she's written, except for a couple that were like part 2s of a book that are rewritten the same way or whatever. But my favorites, let's see. My favorites by Colleen Hoover, maybe Someday, Ugly Love, and I can't think of any other ones, but those are some of my favorites by her. Actually, I like all of them, so it's really hard to pick which one is my favorite. But yeah, she's a very good author if you like sexy times and like just problematic books. Yeah, she's a problematic author. So anyway, okay, so the second author I have found since Booktube is Jodi Picoult. I have started reading her books, and everything that I've read by her, I think I've read 3 or 4 books so far by her. I think 3, maybe 3 books. But I have collected her books because I liked the other 3. I wanted to read more by her. And the very first book that I read by her that I loved, I was sitting, I remember sitting at my pool at my mother's house, and I kept on saying to my mom, oh my God, could this be real? And the book that I'm talking about is The Storyteller. It is a modern day story about a Nazi guy who lives in our present time. And I kept on saying, oh my God, oh my God. I kept on telling my mother, are they living among us? Like, oh my God. And I could not put that book down, and it was a summer read. I remember sitting by the pool, and it was like amazing. Since then, I've read My Sister's Keeper, which I liked. It was okay. I gave it 4 stars, I think. And then I read the one that was recently published, Small Things, Small Things. That was about a nurse in a hospital that she was a black nurse, and she was treating a white family that did not want her to treat, and it was amazing as well. So I will definitely be reading more of her books. So yeah, she's definitely an auto buy author, and I like to read. I have a whole collection that I haven't read yet that I will be reading soon. So that's that second author. The third author is Leanne Marty. Now, I think I've read Leanne Marty before my Booktube channel. Sorry about that. I started out reading when I was going to the gym, and the very first book I read by her was What Alice Forgot. Now, I love books about memory loss, and that book was awesome. I loved it. And then I read some of her other ones. I read the Husband's Secrets, which I also enjoyed, and I read that by the pool as well. And then I read his Hypnotist's Love Story, and that was pretty good. And then just recently I read Big Little Lies, which I really enjoyed, and I also watched the TV show. I had some issues with the TV show because the book takes place, she's an Australian author, it takes place in Australia, and they did the show in California, so they did the whole story that took place was in California, not in Australia. I would have liked it to be in Australia as the book, and they did change some things from the book to the TV show, which I didn't like as well. But I really like Leah Marty. I have 2 books left to read by her, and if she comes out with anything else, I'm automatically buying it. I need to read 3 Wishes, which is on my 2018 must-read list. And I also need to read The Guilty one that she just came out recently. I heard it wasn't that great, but I still want to read it. And I own it, so I want to read those too. Okay, the 4th author is an author that I just recently found, and I added him to my auto buy authors, and it is Frederick Backman. I really like his writing style. He is funny, he is sad. I had so many emotions when I read The Man Called Ave. And I watched the movie, and I heard there's a movie coming out, and Tom Hanks will be playing in it. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's going to be in English because I saw the movie, but it was in transcript where you had to read the words below. And since then, I have read some of his short stories, and just recently I just picked up some of his other works that I want to read, and hopefully I will like it as well. Yeah, so that's that one. And the last author that I am is on my auto buy list is Ruta Septis. I love historical fiction, and I read 2 of her books. She only has 3 books out. I read 2 of her books that I really enjoyed. The first book that I read by her was Out of the Easy. It's historical fiction about a prostitute, and I really enjoyed it. And then after that I read her second book, was a World War II book. It was called something Out of the Sea, or something like that. It was about a cruise ship in World War II time that sunk. And I really enjoyed that one as well. It was kind of like a Titanic type book, but it's World War II. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. She does a lot of research when she does her books, and I really enjoyed it. I will be reading in 2018. It's one of the top books that I need to finish by her. It's the Between Shades of Grey. I will definitely be reading that this year. So she is one of my auto buy authors, and I will definitely be buying more of her books that she publishes, if she publishes anything soon. So anyway, so those are the 5 authors that I have added to my must-buy list. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!